Hi, welcome back to Leslie Crafts. Today I'm going to show you some tags I'm working on for a project I am doing. This video will be out after the project's been sent. It's a loaded mini envelope, and it's all to do with a woodland. So these are the two I've done. So I found some very old paper and decoupage, and I've got the CD of this, so I thought I'm going to use it. I'm not buying anything else. I'm going to use what I've got and make embellishments. So because it's very warm in here, I reckon I can get these all done and sorted, including drying time, while I'm talking to you. So I've sort of laid out my tags of how I want them to be. I've got some sticky tape, I've got some little words. The only thing I can't see in front of me is my foam dot, but my desk is such a mess. There will be somewhere underneath all of this, and yeah. So if I can't find my foam dots, then I'm not going to stress, because you'll get the general idea of what I'm doing. So I'm going to take off my little critters on this one, and the inks I'm using are the Stampin' Up inks, purely because I can't fault them, and I do have trouble with some of the UK inks, so I will use the Stampin' Up ones, you know. So all I'm doing is I'm lightly putting this down onto paper. So with a little bit of water, it doesn't need to be a lot. So just putting like a wet wash on it. So, you know, and then afterwards I'm just going to clean my brush to one side before I pick up a new colour, which is obviously going to be green for the grass. The two colours I am using are Emerald Envy, which is one of the in colours, and Pacific Point. I think Pacific Point is still in the catalogue. To be honest with you, I should really check, but I haven't, so I do apologise if it is now out of the catalogue. But like I say, you use what you have, you know. You've got blues and greens, and then that's it. So that's my tag. So it's the way I put it on, it looks like it's got, you know, different things on it. So I'm going to leave that to one side, and then I'm going to work on the other tags. So doing exactly the same as I have done with the others. You know, doing the green. I'm just going to do the green first because obviously that was on my brush. So that's fine. Just take off the excess green, then add the blue. So, you know, I'm really enjoying doing these like different types of projects. I've just got so much back into digital crafting, it's unbelievable, and I think, you know, I've got so many projects I want to share with you all using the digital things I've been picking up, different companies, which I think is excellent for, you know, digital crafting. You know, you don't have to have a special machine like I have. You don't have to have a Cricut, Silhouette. If you want to, you literally can just have, you know, a pair of scissors and cut them out. All you need is a printer, and you don't have to have a big fancy printer. You can just have a little normal standard everyday household printer. So and everybody can get one and everything else. So I haven't got around to knowing how I can film on my PC and show to you all. I don't think I'll ever get the hang of that, not unless somebody, you know, physically shows me. I'm just squeezing some water out so it gets a little bit more liquid. So, but like I say, I'm absolutely loving doing these, doing the different types of crafting. I still love Stampin' Up, don't get me wrong, but at the moment I just find very, very restricted. I've been getting a lot of, you know, people saying, oh, you can't mix the two, you can't do this. Well, I'm sorry, but people do mix because that's what they have in their craft rooms. So why can't we mix as a demonstrator? As long as we say what's Stampin' Up and what's not Stampin' Up, I can't see a problem. You are, you know, just because you might be promoting another company doesn't mean you are going to force them out to buy that product, you know. Yeah, so I'm in two minds whether or not to do a Stampin' Up, you know, demonstrator. I'm going to give it until September, so I've got a few things in the pipeline. All I'm doing is I'm just squeezing the ink out onto my palette, just to get a bit more liquid. So yeah, so I don't know whether or not I'm going to stop as a demonstrator or if I'm going to leave, but like I said, I've got until September to choose. So I've got a few things in the pipeline, a couple of things haven't panned out or they haven't kept their word of the bargain, so I won't be doing that, so which is a bit of a shame. But yeah, other things have. So if you follow me on a regular basis, eventually, hopefully, I'll have some good news about what I'm doing. And if you are local to me, as in if you are in Somerset, in the UK, then hopefully I'll be able to tell you some stuff I'm doing in and around the area. So don't forget to close your lids because these inks will dry out quite quickly. So the new design of the ink pads are quite good as well, so that's fine. So that is all the watercolouring I am going to be using. So obviously your tag's going to curl up because obviously you've been having water to the paper. So you can have water to either side, you know, brushes with water so it's on both sides. Or I'm just going to try and straighten mine out. So what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to have my two deers facing each other, like they're in love. And I'm going to have a congratulations on there. So if I had my foam dots, and I really don't know where they are, I might just pick up another pack. Excuse, you'll just see my legs, I do have shorts on. I am running low on foam dots. There we go, got another pack. Another new pack. Hopefully these are okay because I think they've been in my cupboard for absolutely ages. Ages and ages and ages. And falling to bits already. So maybe they're not going to be as sticky as they should be. So I'm just going to pop up congratulations on some foam squares. I'm sure my neighbours think I'm absolutely bonkers talking to myself. But it's just so hot in where I film. It's just unbelievable. really you can win. It's either really mega hot or it's absolutely mega cold in here. So with the mushroom, I am just going to lay that one down flat. So I'm just going to put some tape on the two sides, just like so. And then I'm just going to pop that down. Then I'm going to give it 2 days and I'm going to put them onto foam dots. I'm not going to do the legs. I might do the legs later, but I'm not going to do them now on camera, just to save time. So do any of you like digital crafting? I would love to hear from you. So I'm also going to try and do some lives on my Facebook page, which is Leslie Crafts on Facebook. So if you want to pop over and see what I do on there, then feel free. There you go, so that's the tag. So nice simple tag, and to get to the same, you know, same corners of this one, I'm just going to hold it up. I'm just going to get a pair of scissors, and then I'm just going to simply snip the corners. There you go. So that's my 2 tags done. Just need to punch the holes in that one. And then I've got this one here. And again, I've put my tag punch away. So I'm just going to leave it and obviously do them when I have finished. So this is he's only got 1 character and he's a bear. And I've coloured him in with the Stampin' Up markers. And these, I do find these blend really well. So, you know, I have tried other markers, I've tried pro markers, and I just can't seem to get on with them. I haven't tried Copics. So I did have another brand, but I gave them to my daughter, but she kept on pinching my other ones. She's 16 and she doesn't understand the word no. So these pads are really old. I think I need to pop and get some more. I'll have to go to Range or Hobbycraft. But they're so expensive just for what they are. You know, if somebody brought out a die, and you know, probably even better, just get some foam and do it yourself. But it's all about easiness, isn't it? And they're not sticking. Honestly, they're not. But it's like watching paint dry, somebody taking them out, isn't it? Right. So I'm going to shove him down there, and I'm just going to get some my tiny little words which I've made up on the PC. I need to print some more out and sit down and cut them out. And I'm just going to have him sort of holding the adventure. So the way I put them on is I put glue on the back of my hand. Not everybody likes this, but I've been doing it for so long now I don't have any hairs on the back of my hand where the glue is. So we had to make 6 tags, well 6 small ones and 2 big ones. So that's him sorted, and you'll see a fully done version of what I've included with this swab. So that's him. And then we've got little bunny with the fairy and everything else. So I'm going to just again bend this back, and then we're going to lay down Mr. Bunny flat. Just like so. He's going to go down flat to one side. And again, these were a digital download, so I just thought, why not? It's woodland and they're woodland creatures, so I thought, why not, you know, add them into a kit. So that's what I've done. So I've got myself a little pot full of them and other things I've cut out and I've done for this. So, you know, so, and I just love the fact that I can make up my own kits, you know, my own ephemera kits. So, you know, you don't have to necessarily buy them all. So I'm just going to pop up the fairy so she's a little bit dimensional. Oops a daisy. See, we just don't want to come to me today. It's absolutely boiling in here. Don't know what the temperature is, but I think it's a lot hotter in here than it is outside. So she's going to be standing there, and then I'm just going to stick up on my sign. So just like so. And I'm just going to have this one on a jointy angle, so it just gives a thing. So that's tag number 3 we've made. And then the 4th tag is a foxy. And again, so he's going to be popped up, and the toadstool is going to be laying flat. So just going to put that on there like so, and I'm going to turn my little foxy. I've stamped and coloured him out because I found him on a set I got from Thompson Crafts ages ago, and I never really used it, but with this theme I'm using most of the little animals. In fact, no, this is not from Thompson Crafts, this is from the range, but you could say it's Hey Foxy. So yeah, I'm talking rubbish. Please excuse me. There we go. So we just need to find a sentiment on this one. So this one can say keep smiling. I'm just going to cut this one in half so I can sort of stagger it. I just love the fact if you do your own words, then you can, you know, you can make up your own sayings and sentiments and stuff like that. Oops a daisy. So that's tag number 5. So, and on the back, they're, you know, they're messy, but that's, you know, you can't get clear. If you don't want that, you just put another piece of paper on it, you know. So these are, this is going to a crafter, so you know, it's fine. So, and again, so I'm going to pop all of these up, you know, Mr. Rabbit and everything else. So So he was just from the, I think it was a decoupage pack I found in my papers. So just used him singular because he didn't come as a decoupage character, he just came singularly. So see, foam thing doesn't want to come off that one. So do that. So you'll see these properly finished off with twine and everything else in them. And this one says, if friends wear flowers, I pick you. I thought that was nice and cute and everything else. And I will go through these again once I have finished. So every woodland creature has to have an acorn somewhere along the line. So this one is a little bit big, but you know, it's fine. So he's going to go, the acorn's going to go flat. Just like so. And everything else. See how quickly the glue's drying? This is absolutely boiling. And it's like 10 to 6. And honestly, it's really, really hot. It's lovely. You know, I have got every single door, window open in my house, and I have bizarrely, I have a window at the back, which is where the conservatory is, and I have a window at the front of the house, is where the porch is. I don't have any other windows in my house. Well, I do. I have a window that goes into the living room because obviously this was a add-on. But that's the only windows I have. So if I want a draft through, I need to open the front door, every single, both the lively little window and the back doors, and the windows upstairs, just to get a drag through of air. And you know, it's so nice to sit in the living room and have that little bit of cold air rushing through, rushing past every now and again. I'm not one for sitting out in the heat. You know, I've never have been, even when I was a kid. So that's the fox on that one. So he's going to have good luck. And again, I'm going to cut this one in half. And I'm going to try and get a little bit of glue. No, it's all dry, so I need to add a little bit more glue. And then need to add these on here. So, yeah, I do apologise if you can hear the TV. I didn't realise how loud it was. And hopefully YouTube will allow the video, because last time I done that, they took it down even before I got to edit it. Not edited, but put in all the links and everything else. So that's all the tags done. So there's Mr. Foxy with good luck. Just move my little words out of the way so we don't get mixed up with rubbish. That is the little bunny. That's the other little foxy. Just see how quickly it is just to make loads of tags in one go. And that's the one I made as a sample. And then that's the other one. And I coloured these images here, these two in, and he was already done. So done that. And then again, this is Mr. Bunny all by himself. He seems happy enough. And then the two little deers. And I flipped this one. He's and I just, on the program, I just flipped him, so he was pointing me the way, and I thought that was quite cute. So you can do so much on your computer, it's unbelievable. And then that's the one I made previously. So obviously I'm used another colour, blue and green. Couldn't remember which colours I used, so I just picked two new ones. So yeah, so that's all the tags. So hopefully my partner will like using these, and they will be put to some good. So that is the project share and tutorial, and like I say, this will be up after I've posted this one. So thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, tell your friends about me, and yeah, we will see you again very, very shortly. Bye now.